Today I did in the wood yard. It's another delivery day. Here we go. It's a beautiful day once again in the wood yard. This morning it is about 46 degrees. It rained yesterday all day. Sun came out today, so it's going to be an awesome day. And I've got someone who wants to give me some money. So I had a new customer. This is brand new. They called me because they had a guy that was delivering wood to them, and they said they tried to get a hold of him, never called him back. So they got a hold of me and said, "Hey, do you deliver wood?" I said, "Yes, I do." And they live right by me. They're within like 5 blocks of me. And they said, "Hey, we always get wood from this guy." They kind of told me the name of the business. Says he hasn't returned our calls. We need some wood. Can you deliver it tomorrow? Well, this is yesterday. They called me. I said, "Yes, I can be there right away in the morning. What would you like?" And they said, "Well, don't know. What do you got?" So I gave them the list of all the different stuff I had. They said, "Well, it's for a campfire outside, so we're fine with just mixed hardwood would be great." And then I asked them one question that I should have been asking probably for, I don't know, 12 years. I said, "Hey, do you guys use kindling to start your fires?" Which of course everybody does. And they said, yeah, we try to make some kindling from the stuff we get." And I said, "Well, I've got kindling. It's in bundles. It's a big bundle. It's $8 for a bundle, or 3 bundles for $20. I said, "Would you like 3? They said, "Absolutely, sounds good." That's how hard it was to sell the kindling. So I think it's all about the approach. So I'm going to start doing that all the time. And I got to make more kindling, obviously, because I don't have that much. I've got maybe, if I had to guess, I might have 40 or 50 bundles, which sounds like a lot, but if you sell 3 at a time, they go pretty fast when you're selling the quantities that I do. Now, I've been generally just giving them away to really good customers. If I get someone that buys a full cord, 3 or 4 times a year, I just kind of take them a bundle every once in a while and say, "Here's some kindling for you." Or if I get a person that I know needs it, that has bought from me in the past, that's been a good customer, I'd say, "Hey, I brought you some kindling, here you go." I give them a bundle. So I've kind of been giving it away. But I think there's a lot of people that would pay for it, because a lot of my customers I go to, when I get there, I see they've got one of those kindling crackers, those things that you mount on a stump that they pound it with. Some of them even showed me, "Hey, here's how I'm making my kindling. It works really good." And I see you got some really good, clear, straight, not knotty chunks that make great kindling. And then there's another guy that I sell to, and I asked him the other day, I said, "Hey, do you use kindling to start your fire?" And he said, "Heck yeah, all the time." Well, I was delivering to him, but I didn't have any kindling with me. I said, "Well, just so you know, next time you call me, ask me for some kindling. I'll bring you a bundle to try out." So I'm going to try to give some samples away, and then I can tell them, it's $8 a bundle, 3 bundles for $20. And I've had people buy as many as 9 bundles at a time. They just say, "Hey, yeah, bring me $60 worth of kindling, because we use it all the time. Makes it easier to start the fire." So again, it's a service thing. Offer stuff to people that they want and need, and then provide it. It's pretty simple. It's kind of how business should work. And it's been my fault over these last 15 years I've been selling wood to not ask, because I never really had a lot of kindling. And I kind of just got busy with other stuff. I kind of forgot about it. But I am going to be producing some kindling coming up probably in the next couple of weeks. We got a whole bunch of lumber that I got from where my brother gets his stuff from. It's a lumber pack. It's discards, it's miscuts of lumber that are either too thin or too thick, or they've got a taper to them, or they've got cracks, knots, and stuff they throw out. And I can get a lot of it. I mean, a lot. There's a place down the road from me here that has a lumber yard, and they have packs out in front. They're banded. I don't know how much there is in a pack. It might be a little over a face cord, but it's 8 foot long, 9 foot, 10 foot, whatever it is. But it's all of the rough cut, so it's going to have bark and stuff on it. Now, I'm not really interested in that for kindling, although it would make good kindling. But they've got it advertised for $30 a bundle. $30 a bundle, and I probably could get, I'm just going to guess here, maybe 30 bundles out of one. So I can take $30 and turn it into several hundred. Might be a good investment. But then I got to go through the effort of making it, because I know some people make kindling and they put a lot of time into it. But I want to somehow come up with a system that's very easy, very fast, very efficient, that's not hard to do. So that's what I'm going to try to do, I think, is start promoting it, try to start to build up the kindling market. There's a guy that comments on my channel quite often, and I was talking about kindling, this was probably a year ago, and he said, "I can't believe you don't offer kindling." He told me he sells 2,000 bundles of kindling a year. 2,000. So if you sell it for $8 a bundle times 2,000, that's $16,000. Did I do that right? I think I did. 16 grand in bundles of kindling every year. I've been missing the boat. Okay, let's chuck some wood in. There it is, a beautiful thing. So I cleaned out some wood from my oldest bin over here. I'll take you over there and show you. And then I came over here and got some of the stuff that's the prettier, cleaner wood from the top. Because that old bin, I'm kind of picking through and taking out. I got the ash pretty much out of there. There's a little bit of ash left. There's a little bit of maple that I took out, a little bit of oak that was in there, and a little bit of elm. What else was in there? A couple sticks of box elder, stuff like that. But what's left in there now is the trash wood. There's some cottonwood in there and some aspen. And it's not great wood, so I'm kind of just leaving that, and I'm going to clean that out of there. I'll take you over there right now. So I'm kind of going to leave that in there for now, and then eventually my plan is to bring a tote over here, set it right alongside the bin here, and then take all this crap wood. I mean, there's a lot of, I would say half of this is cottonwood, if you guys can see it. That's what it looks like. So it's not great stuff, so I've been picking through this bin, trying to clean it out. So I think what I'm going to do is bring a tote over here. Maybe we'll do that later today and pick all the junk out of here, put it into a tote, and then we can use it just for campfire wood for here on the farm or for at my place, whatever. And then down here, I came down here, so that's kind of getting picked over. So now I can clean this up and get some new stuff in there. And then down from here down, there's a bunch of ash and box elder and elm, stuff like that in here. So that's got to be, it's got to be taken out and sold too. And then this whole bin will be opened up because I've got hickory, I've got cherry, I've got oak, and I've got hard maple that needs a home. So I got to clean up some of these old bins and make some new bins so that I can get more stuff in. That bin's going to fill up with ash. I think we got enough ash that we probably can fill that up. And then a whole bunch of tree service wood. And that's the stuff that is going to go into that bin, the tree service stuff. Because in the tree service wood that we got over here, there's a bunch of soft maple, a bunch of ash. There is, let's see what else is in there. There's a bunch of oak, but that's going to go into the oak bin, the white oak, because we're going to keep the white oak separate. Oh, soft maple, there's a bunch of soft maple. Oh, beech, there's a bunch of beech here. So a lot of this stuff is going to go into that bin. The oak, though, that'll go into the white oak bin. But a lot of this stuff, I think, is going to go into the mixed hardwood. This is oak here. There's a bunch of oak here. There's some ash and maple there. More ash right there. And then a lot of this stuff through here is a lot of ash in there. So a lot of that stuff will end up going into that bin that's way in the back. So my goal is in the next few weeks, I want to get that stuff cleaned up because it's been laying there for quite a while. More keeps coming. Jason keeps calling me saying, hey, I got more oak. Hey, I got more cherry. So it just keeps coming. So got to keep on it, get it off the ground, get it in a bin so it can dry. And Kenny was here the other day, and my brother Ken, and it was windy again, of course, because it always is. Right now it's only like 10-mile-an-hour winds today. They said calm winds, but it's 10 miles an hour all the time here. Ken says, it's always windy here. He says, no wonder your wood dries so well here. He said, it's always windy. I said, yeah, I know, it's always windy and there's no shade. And obviously when the sun's out, sun all the time. So the wood dries just fantastic here. It's incredible, even compared to my old wood yard, how well stuff dries here. I've been splitting oak, white oak, and cherry and hickory no more than a month or two ago, and I split some of it open, did a moisture test on it, and the stuff is 18-19% already. It's just incredible. Of course, I'm splitting it down to like 3 inches at the most, but it dries great here. It's wonderful. I couldn't pick a better place to dry wood. So there's that. Okay, let's go do a delivery. The trailer is loaded. Time to do a dump. I almost forgot I had to grab my bundles of kindling. I forgot all about it until I drove up here. So I'm gonna throw them right into the back here so that I can hand it to them before I do the dump, because you don't want to really have the kindling get buried underneath the rest of the stuff here. Let's see if I can get this pulled back. I think they should fit right in here. So yeah, these are all bundles that I have. You can see by the size of them, they're pretty big. It's all pretty much oak, so I would say this is well over a cubic foot, yes, because it's almost a foot high, 16 inches long. So these are probably 1.5, I would guess. If I was just guessing on the size. I'll show you in the barn here. Obviously the cats haven't been fed yet today. They're swarming me. So I'll come way into the back here and I'll show you the kindling. Gotta turn a light on here. Kinda, sorta. So there's kindling. We kind of keep it in these crates. It's all wrapped up. So there's one there and one there. There might be 50 bundles left. So I'm going to be making some more, but this one here is not as full as the other one. But there you go, kindling. I have returned to the wood yard. I'm going to disconnect the trailer, and the delivery that I just did, you saw the dump we made. I didn't realize it until I started talking to the people. I delivered wood to their next door neighbor about a month ago, and they said, yeah, we used to use the other guy, and then we checked around and we asked our neighbors, and they said that they got wood from you and it was good, and we looked at it. And so again, if you have good service, good quality product, and are nice to the people, word spreads. Word of mouth advertising is something that it's hard to buy because you got to do the right thing to have people talk about you. But boy, it sure is nice when you get referrals from people. And so it worked out really good. Got the wood delivered. It's a beautiful day. And I think I'm going to go split some wood. You're going to see that tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. on tomorrow's video. Because you saw enough of me for today. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to go split some wood on the Wolf Ridge 17 VS, the vertical splitter. Got to get some hours in it. Got a whole bunch of tree service wood. We're going to do that tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. I'm going to go do it right now. You're going to see it tomorrow. Good night, everybody.